It's YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Un minuto.
I didn't use the music today because no. Not today.
Am I the only one?
I think so. Maybe. I mean, if you're here live. How are you guys doing this morning? Happy
Great.
Friday. I have a guest on the other side of the camera who's participating, doesn't want to be in the camera. Welcome. BreakOut Studios online classes. My name is Nicholas. We're doing some yoga this morning, so happy for those of you that are joining us. Today we're gonna add on, we're working on some different balances on Monday. I wanna add on to those today, as well as adding some twist to them. So again, I'm aware that we probably don't have yoga props. Totally cool. So I've been trying to make sure that we do poses and whatnot that don't require really any props. But today I would like to start a little differently with our practice, getting into more of a neutral setup. So it kind of depends on you, your body. Again, remember, you're at home, so I want you to do what feels most comfortable for you. Getting in and out of poses that work kind of best for your body. Most important thing, especially when we practice yoga, you always want to make sure, one, that you never feel pain in your knees, two, there's never pain through your lower back, and three, in your neck. So those areas I really want you to focus on. How we're setting up today, though, just make sure that the knees feel okay. And just a reminder that there's a difference between pain and discomfort. In yoga, especially when you're holding like a warrior two, you're gonna feel discomfort. So being able to establish the difference between discomfort, challenge of a pose, holding engaged muscles, and then an actual feeling of pain. So that being said, today we're gonna start in hero's pose, or otherwise known as virasana. So some of my friends might actually be able to sit all the way between their ankles. Now it is morning, my legs are not quite warm, so for me this is not comfortable. I can force myself into it, but it doesn't feel great. I happen to have yoga blocks with me because being the yogi that I am, I keep them in my car. But if you don't, you're more than welcome to use a pillow, maybe a big towel. Even if that doesn't feel comfortable, make your way to a chair or just come to any comfortable seated position that works best for you. So again, just making sure that your knees feel good, that there's no pain through the knees, and you're able to be here for a bit as we work our way into our breath and get our practice started. So when you're ready, go and come to a comfortable seated position. And your choice with your hands. You can rest them on your thighs, you can draw the shoulders down, draw the belly in, and go ahead and soften through your face. And just taking in this Friday morning. Now as you begin to settle into your space, onto your mat, okay, just double check, how's your body feeling this Friday, end of another quarantine week? Just bringing more attention, more focus to your breath. And again, even if it's just for this time that we have here together, this hour or so, see if you could just let some of those other thoughts go, allowing your mind to be as calm, just to be as focused as possible right now on your mat, in your space. And as you deepen your breath, using that breath to help settle everything down. So whatever else is buzzing around you, letting it go. Feeling the breath travel into your lower belly, into your side ribs, into your back and chest. And as you exhale, allow the chest to gently soften, the belly to draw in towards the spine, pressing all the air back out. And just creating a nice, steady rhythm with your breath. And I want you to be able to hear your breath, especially because I'm not using music. How consistent, how steady can you keep your breath? Notice when the breath starts to pick up. Notice when it slows down. Notice when you're not even using your breath at all, when you hold your breath. So challenging yourself for the next 50 minutes or so that we've got here together. Can you keep this breath as steady and as calm from beginning to end? Taking a deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. 2 more. Deep inhale. And release. 1 more. Deep breath in. And release. At any time you need, take those deep breaths. But see if you can settle into a softer, quieter breath with still the same intention, the same consistency. As you gently lower your chin toward your chest, softly bow your head, gently release your neck, softening your shoulders down. And then from here, when you're ready, gently open your eyes and go ahead and bring your head back up to a neutral spine, sitting nice and tall. Good morning. Go ahead and take those hands, bring them on up to your shoulders. And then from here, go ahead and gently press those fingertips on your shoulders. As you inhale, bring the elbows up, down, and back. You want to block? Up, down, and back. And again, like my friend on the other side of the camera got a little uncomfortable. If you do get uncomfortable with your knees, find a comfortable seated position for you. Again, it's just an option this way. Prop yourself up, bring the legs out and around, take yourself to a chair, make it work for you. Go and take those elbows back the other way. Nice big release. Again, just opening up here through the shoulders. And then go ahead and take the arms, go and gently release, sending them down. Soften through the shoulders, go and flip those palms up. As you inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, release. And again, inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Go ahead and send the arms up and overhead. Go ahead and take your left hand to your upper back. Take hold of your left elbow and gently hug that elbow in. Now I started to push my chin forward as I grabbed hold of my elbow. See if you can gently press the back of your head into your elbow, into your hand, just to get a little bit more stretch into the lat, into the shoulder, opening it up. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more round of breath. And then go ahead and take this left arm that you have behind you, bring it up, and pull it all the way across your body. Give it a nice big stretch the other way. Feel free here to gently tilt the ear towards the shoulder. Again, just releasing along your jaw. Maybe take it back the other way. Just any movement, anything that might feel nice, especially starting to practice in the morning. If you're just getting your body moving today, any movements that feel good, any holds that you need to do, any pauses, any child's pose, take them. And then go and gently release and switch side. As that other arm comes high, go and take it to the upper back and take hold of the elbow. Gently hugging that elbow in. And then take your head, rather than letting your chin push forward, can you gently press your head back into your arm? Bringing the chin parallel with the floor. And opening up along the lat, into the tricep, softening your shoulders down, keeping that steady breath. 2 more rounds here. 1 more round of breath. And gently releasing your arm. Go ahead and pull that arm, bring it all the way up and across your body. Whew. Softening the shoulder down. And same thing here, letting the neck drop down towards the side. Any tension that you're holding on, especially through the jaw. Maybe the head goes the other way. And then go ahead and bring yourself back to center. Now from here, go and reach those arms out in front of you. Now just make sure that you don't round it through the back, that you can draw the shoulder blades down onto the back, floating the arms up. Back of the arms reach forward, belly lifts up, take an inhale, find that reach. Exhale, rotate towards your right. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And to the right. Inhale, center. And left. Now just some nice light core work here, and that's exactly what this is. It's using your core to rotate your torso so that your twists aren't just coming from your limbs, that you're not just using your arms to force you into a twist, you're not just using your legs or throwing your shoulders, that it comes from the center of the body. Around that mid-back area, you're able to rotate the torso with just the core so that we get a stronger, safer twist. Taking about 1 more round each side. And then go and bring it all the way back to center. 1 last lift and length. And exhale, gently release, drawing the hands down. All right, let's go ahead and shift forward. If you have any props behind you or you're on a chair, feel free to come all the way into all fours. And go ahead and set yourself up. Now, if you did have those knees bent, and even if you didn't, it might feel good to get a little stretch behind one knee, and then the other, just a little bit more length here, just to let those legs lengthen, inner thigh reaching up. Now shoulders soft away from your ears. Go ahead and bring your knees right underneath your hips. Bring your wrist right underneath your shoulders. Draw on your shoulder blades down as you inhale. Take it into your cat-cow. Now same thing here. No right or wrong with your cat-cow. Again, I want you to do what feels good for you. So if it feels good to take it into the sideways, into the ribs, if it feels good to release the neck, I want you to do that. Take a moment here just to get some release, some movement. Allowing the torso just to reach into every little part of that back. And just a couple more rounds of breath here on your own. And after you've done about 2 more rounds of breath here, no rush. Taking your time, I want you to find your way into a neutral spine. So as that belly draws in, now soft bend through the elbows, try not to lock them out. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, draw the belly in and up. Take your right arm forward. Begin to take your left leg back. Now holding here, extending, reaching the fingertips forward, pressing the heel back, take an inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. And again, exhale in. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take that reach, pause, finding the length, find the space here, belly towards the spine, and then go ahead and take your hand, bring it down towards the mat, take your knee, bring it down. Now plant your palms, tuck all 10 of your toes, draw your belly towards your spine. As you exhale, hover your knees off the mat. Shoulders soft from the ears, spine is nice and long. Jaws nice and soft. 2 more rounds of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You got it. Fire up the core. Take 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release your knees down. Untuck your toes. Second side. Keep the lift through the belly. Soft right shoulder. Left arm reaches forward. When you're ready, right leg reaches back. Get a nice bit of length here. Get that support through the center. And then as you exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. And 4 more. And reach. And 3. And reach. And 2. And reach. And 1 more. And reach, finding that length, that space, drawing that belly in and up. And then from here, taking your time, go and gently set your hand down. Set your knee down. Now 1 more time here. Tuck all 10 of your toes. As you exhale, gently lift your knees up off the mat. Pausing here. Now, option to stay. Option to bring your toes all the way together, hugging the knees in. So you're still lifted, but then the knees draw in together. Now from here, take an inhale. Can you exhale? Take your knees over towards the left side of your mat. So keeping those palms planted. Whoo. Take another inhale. Exhale, rotate the other direction. Inhale. Exhale, take it across. Good, 1 more round. Inhale. Exhale, take it across. 1 more inhale. Exhale, coming back to center, sending the knees down. Feel free to come onto the tops of the feet, knees wide. As you exhale, shift the hips down and back. Take a child's pose. Slowing your breath. Nice, steady inhale. And exhale. 1 more round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, gently release. And taking your time, go ahead and bring yourself all the way up. Planting your palms. All right, now keep those hands out in front of you. Tuck your toes, your first down dog. As you lift the hips up and back, as the heart presses down towards the mat, pedal out your feet. Take some movement here. Release your neck, release your jaw. Any movement that might feel nice, taking your time. Extending 1 leg, and then switching, taking it into the other. Now, if the heels don't reach the mat, it is okay. It is not a requirement. It just depends on the length, the back of your legs. Into your calf, into your Achilles. So, no worries if you've got a little lift here, but trying to press the heels back. Draw the shoulders up away from the ears. Belly stays lifted in, now firming your quads as you inhale. Shift forward into your first plank pose. Belly lifts. Collarbones broad. Heart reaches forward. Now about the distance for your plank should be the distance for your down dog. So when you're ready, take an inhale. Keeping that same distance. Exhale, downward dog. Hips up and back. Heart presses back, inner thighs reaching back, and again, inhale forward. Exhale back. And 1 more here, inhale forward. Exhale up and back. Now I want you to bring your toes a little bit closer together, maybe the big toes even touch. And go ahead and keep your hips square. Take your right leg floated up. Now keep pressing your right heel back. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Can you move into a 3-legged plank? Now, if all this is too much, bringing both feet down or even modifying, bringing your knees to the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, up and back. And again, inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 more inhale forward, pause. As you exhale, bring that knee all the way up toward your nose and step in between your hands. Feel free to grab hold of that ankle and step it all the way up. Drop your back knee down. Flip your mat, put a towel under your knee, whatever feels best for you. As you walk your hands up, lifting your hip bones, soften your shoulders. Now keep drawing that belly in. Our first hip stretch, let that left hip flexor release. Find that broadening, take an inhale, float the arms up. And then feel free, can you take hold of that left wrist, reach it up, and take it over towards the right side. Whew. A little bit more into those side ribs. Shoulders nice and soft. And you decide, take the gaze up, take the gaze down. 1 more round of breath here. On your next inhale, take your time, bring it back to center. Exhale, gently release your hands. Inhale, send your heart forward. Exhale, pull your hips back. And again, inhale forward. Exhale back. And again, inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 more inhale forward. Exhale, go ahead and hold it back. Pause here, just getting a little bit more length into that right hamstring. Can you flex the toes, get a little bit deeper into that right calf? Keep reaching that heart forward, shoulders soft, even if you're on fingertips or even if your hand is on your shin. One more breath here. And when you're ready, go ahead and plant your foot down onto the mat. Plant your palms. Step back. Take your time. When you're ready, move back into your downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Inner thighs reaching back. Any paddling, any movement that you need, go ahead and take it. Now, same thing with the other side. Feel free to bring those toes all the way together. Now, when you're ready, inhale, float your left leg up. Now, pause. It doesn't have to be high. Maybe even just about hip height or parallel with the floor. Now, as you inhale, keep that right leg fired up. Draw that belly towards that spine. Pull the heart forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, up and back. 2 more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. 1 more. Inhale, forward. Pause here. As you exhale, bring that knee up towards your nose. Step your foot between your hands. And then grab as needed. Right knee's coming all the way down to the mat. Feel free to flip your mat. Place a towel under your knee. And when you're ready, taking your time, lift the hip bones. Lift that belly and press onto the thigh. If this feels good, stay here. Maybe just a nice, good hip stretch for you. Keep it where it works best. If available, start to bring those arms up and overhead. Now a little bit more support through that center. Getting those shoulders to stack over your hips. Take hold of your right wrist, reach it up. Take it over towards the left. Shoulders soft. Breath flowing. Taking 2 more rounds here. 1 more round of breath. As you inhale back to center. As you exhale, bringing the hands down. Now pulling that heart forward on your inhale. Exhale, shift back. And inhale forward. And again. And forward. 1 more round here. And forward. Now let's go and hold this last round. Send those hips back. And from here, again, place the hands where it works best for you. You can bring them up to a chair. Hugging that left hip back and get that nice stretch into that left hamstring. 1 more round of breath. And then go ahead and step that left foot down. Go ahead and step the left foot back. Planting your palms down onto the mat, tucking your toes, hips up and back, downward dog. Pedaling out, release through the neck, release through the jaw. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. And as you inhale, go ahead and come up on your toes, look forward. Bend your knees, send those hips back, and feel free to just step this first one up to the top. Walking the feet up. Feel free to keep those feet about hips width. Soft bend through the knees. Let the head drop. And any nods, yes. Any shakes, no. Any little tilt side to side just to kind of release into the hamstrings a little bit more. Again, open up through your lower back. Open up through the hamstrings. Sending the hips up as high as it works for you. Now hands either on the shins, a chair, or the mat, wherever it works best. When you're ready, go ahead and take those hands. And as you inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Shoulders away from ears, belly to spine. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Now with a long spine, soft bend through your knees, arms overhead, stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Now 3 half suryas. So we're going to make our way back into what we were just doing. Hands on mat or hands on shins, you decide. I'll talk you through it. Working through that breath, lift the belly. Inhale, float the arms. Soft bend, exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. Hands to heart. 2 more just like that. Inhale, float. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead. Rounding the legs. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more full round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Exhale. All the way to stand. And exhale, hands to heart. Now if it feels more comfortable hips width, keep the feet there. Otherwise, see if you can bring those toes together. We're going to start to take it into a full Surya A. A little warm up for the first one though. As you inhale, float the arms. As you exhale, soft bend, dive forward. Inhale, reaching halfway. Plant your palms this time, step back into your plank pose. Stepping one foot, then the other. Now your choice, knees up or down, collarbones broad. As you exhale, bring it onto your belly. Now keep your elbows hugging in. Bring the top of your feet down onto the mat. Broaden through your collarbones. As you inhale, get a nice little lift. And again, wherever it works for you. And even here, if it feels good to take it just a little side to side, releasing through the neck. Most important thing, we want to make sure we're not locked in the elbows and those shoulders aren't way up here by the ears. Elbows back, shoulders soft. Taking one more breath. As you exhale, gently lower. And two more, just like that. Inhale, send that heart forward. Shoulders soft. And exhale, lower. One more round here. Inhale, lift. Pressing back onto your knees. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inner thighs reaching back. Belly drawn up toward your spine. Releasing your neck. And then come high up onto your toes. Look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop. Bring it all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. Hands to heart. Two more rounds, right with the breath. Inhale, float. Exhale, dive. Inhale, halfway. Plant your palms. Go ahead and take it back into your plank pose. Knees up or down as you exhale, lower. Now just one cobra pose. As you inhale, lift and broaden. Shoulders soft, belly drawn in. When you're ready, tuck your toes. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Spreading through the fingers, plant your palms, inner thighs back. Steady your breath. Inhale, when you're ready, come on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. At the end of your exhale, step or hop, bring it all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead. Hands to heart. Final round. Inhale, float. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, take it back. Knees up or down as you exhale, lower. Any of my friends practicing up dog, flip the toes. Keep the hips lifted. Shifting to your upward facing dog. As you exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Pause. Crescent pose. Come onto your fingertips. Send that heart forward. Broaden through your collarbones. Reach that tailbone back. And as you inhale with support, float the arms up. Now remember, hands can be on the thigh. Belly stays lifted. And just find a little bit of length here. Now, as we press through that back inner thigh, can you exhale? Sink the hips a little bit deeper. Yes, front knee over ankle. And again, take a little inhale, length through the heart. Can you sink just a little bit deeper? Two more rounds of breath here, just maintaining that lift through the center. One more inhale. As you exhale, bringing your left hand down to the mat. Inhale, take your right arm up. Pausing here, broaden along the collarbones. Find that lift, find that length. Can you bring your right shoulder to stack directly over your left without rounding forward? Broaden and lift. Taking one more breath here. Exhale, bringing your right hand down to the mat. Plant your palm, step back, downward facing dog. Shoulder blades drawing up, neck is released, jaw is soft, second side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. And again, feel free to grab your foot. Can you come onto your fingertips first? Can you start to engage your core even more? Can you broaden? As you inhale, soft bend through the back knee, float the arms up. Now keep that belly lifted. Send the tailbone down, and then lengthen. Without tensing, without stressing, soften. Inhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Good, opening the hips even more. Take another inhale. Exhale a little deeper. Good, taking two more rounds of breath here, holding. One more inhale. As you exhale, releasing your right hand, take your left arm up towards the sky. Now quick check, how's your breath? Now the breath should be a little bit stronger than it was at the beginning, so it's not going to be exactly the same, but is it still consistent? Is it present in your practice? Is it what's taking you from one pose to the next? Double check. Soften through the jaw, soften through your face. One more inhale. Now yogi's choice, plant your palm, either step back to plank for vinyasa, downward dog, or child's pose. You decide, whatever feels best for you. The vinyasas are meant to continue heating up the practice, so if you're looking for more heat, keep taking every vinyasa. Hips up and back. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, come onto your toes, look forward. Bend your knees. And at the end of your exhale, step or hop, bring it all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And hands to heart. Whew. Awesome work, you guys. Taking a moment, I'm gonna turn towards the camera. We're gonna work into our chair pose, our twist, and our first balance all together. So as you send that tailbone down, bringing your hands to heart, feel free to bring the big toes together. As you exhale, shift the hips back, belly's lifted. Now again, checking the shoulders. Draw them away from your ears. Get length through your spine. Now keep sending your hips back, pressing that weight into the heels. Now keeping the hands right where they are, elbows are wide. You want to bring your left arm to attach to your right outer thigh. So they are connected. I use that leg and that arm to push into the hands to keep rotating and broadening along the collarbone. And feel free, if it feels good to turn the head, turn the gaze, go for it. Keep shifting hips back. Keep your breath. 2 more rounds. And exhale. 1 more round of breath here. And exhale. Inhale brings you back to center. Pause. Shoulders are soft. Now as you inhale, lift. Adjust hands, bring them to hips. As you inhale, bring your right knee up. Pause. Don't lift your right hip. Keep the hip square. Now take your knee out to the side. Pause. In just a few inches. Grab hold of that ankle, either to thigh, shin, or feel free to use that foot as a kickstand. From there, when you're ready, hug your left hip in. Hip bones up, hands to heart, shoulders soft. Now left big toe is planted into that mat. Maybe arms float up and overhead. Wrapping triceps forward. And again, without pushing those ribs forward, can you lift up and lengthen? Without acting like you're holding on to something, can you soften the shoulders down? Just creating length. 2 more rounds of breath. Squeezing that left bum. 1 more round of breath. Now I want you to take your right knee, bring it forward, pause, finding your balance. Good. Hands to heart. Take an inhale. And then bringing your big toes together as you exhale. Shift the hips back, back to child's pose. Keeping that belly lifted, shoulders away from ears. We're taking it to the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale your right elbow all the way across your left thigh. I'm laughing because my assistant makes me laugh on the other side. Keep sending that heart forward. Keep softening those shoulders away from your ears. And then can you press into the thigh, rotate and twist even more. 2 more breaths. 1 more round here. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Pause. Broaden through your collarbones, lifting through the belly. And then as you inhale, bring yourself up, hands to hips. Adjust. Right foot down, left knee up. Soften that left outer hip down. And then send the knee to the side. Adjust. Grab your foot, thigh, shin. Match whatever you did to the other side, match it here. Hug that right bum in. Hands to heart if available. Lift the belly. Engage that right quad. Press your right big toe into the mat. Maybe arms up and overhead. Good. And then shoulders soft. Steady through the breath. 2 more rounds. Keep sending that left hip forward. 1 more. Now taking your left knee from here, we're going to take it right into our crescent, hands to heart. Pause. Now I'm going to angle side. Just so you can see, so hopefully we have that left knee forward. Step it all the way back and step right into crescent. Whew, good. And adjust. Pausing here. Just here for a moment. Belly lifts. Take your left heel all the way down to the mat and adjust that front foot. Warrior 2. Right inner thigh reaches forward. Shoulders soft. Extend. Press the palms down. Now keep that length through that right waist. Keep the hip bones lifted up. Send your tailbone down. Your front knee never falls inside. It keeps reaching towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bend. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. 1 more. And exhale, pause. Can you sink a little bit deeper? Now, especially in Warrior 2, keep your breath. Maintain that steady breath as you keep that lift through the belly. Nice and light form to thigh. Left arm up to the sky. Now, yogi's choice. Staying here. If you happen to have a prop, a block, a water bottle, anything you want to bring that hand to the inside, feel free. Or you can even take that hand all the way down to the mat. It's up to you. Now from here, keep the lift. Even though you might have brought the hand all the way down, don't sink into the shoulder, lift out of it. Rotate that top arm. Can you bring it all the way up and overhead? And as you open through that heart, 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more here. As you inhale, keep the bend, bring yourself up, pause. Belly's lifted, tailbone is down, flipping your front palm, take it up in reverse. Now the back hand either to the calf, to the thigh. Some people like to wrap that hand, totally up to you. But lifting through those hip bones, taking 1 more inhale here. Now as you exhale, take your time. Lift your belly, look forward towards the top of your mat. Lift your back heel. Now from here, keep this right knee bent. Feel free to bring this left leg up and off the mat, standing split. And just because the name is standing splits doesn't mean that leg needs to be all the way up to the sky. Square off your pelvis. Feel free to keep the leg low. Feel free to bend your right knee. Taking 1 more inhale here. As you exhale, bring your toes together. Inhale halfway. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, hands to heart. Send those hips down. Good. Now keep that belly lifted. As you come to stand, I want you to bring your right knee up with you. So as you inhale, shifting that balance. Good. Now keeping that lift, bend your left knee, and then step your right foot all the way back. Crescent pose. Nice. Tailbone down, hip bones lifted, shoulders soft, right heel. Drop it down towards the mat. Pause. Back leg is straight. Adjust your front foot as you bend that front knee, and when you're ready, extend. Nod into the shoulders, into the upper traps. Press down. Lengthen your neck. Now, where does the knee go? Straight forward. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bend. 3 more. And bend. 2 more. And bend. 1 more. And keeping that nice deep bend. Pausing here. Keep that belly lifted. Send that tailbone down. And then from here, start nice and light. Forearm to thigh. Can you lift up? Now keep that broadening, keep that length. Maybe you stay here. Again, maybe you adjust. Maybe hand makes its way towards the mat. But make sure there's a connection with your arm and the inner thigh. Now can you take that top arm, can you rotate? And extend 1 long line from your fingertips all the way to your back foot, to that right foot, right pinky toe. 2 more breaths. Keep the bend. Check your breath. As you inhale, bring it all the way up. Pause, keep sending that inner thigh forward, drop the tailbone down, flip your front palm, reach it up and back, reverse. All the way through the side waist. Can you keep extending that front knee towards the front of the room? Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale with control, look forward towards the top of your mat. Back heel lifts, take your foot to the side, and then take your time. Slowly float that back leg up. Take another inhale. And exhale. 1 more round of breath here. And gently release. Whew. Both feet at the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Arms overhead, stand. And hands to heart. Awesome work, you guys. Now just a little work here to ground ourselves a little bit more into the legs and a little bit more support through the core. Hands to hips. Right foot stays at the top of the mat. Go ahead and step your left foot back. Now about 3 feet distance, depending on the length of your legs. Now as I turn forward towards the camera, it's not on one line. Open that right foot to the side. Hug that right hip back. Now from here, we're going to keep our hands right at our hips, tailbone down, hip bones lift up, and the shoulders are soft. Don't lead with the belly. Draw the belly in. Lift and lead with the heart. Soft bend through your right knee. As you exhale, take it halfway down. Pause. Now we're getting deep into that right hamstring, back of that right leg. Keep hugging that right hip back, and you keep reaching the heart forward. Now yogi's choice, where you go with this. You can use props to lower down. I have my trusty chair. You can make your way towards the couch, towards the chair to have support. So as you continue to fold, your choice. Now my back heel has not lifted off the mat, so make sure that your back heel is not coming up and it's not all wobbly. From there, feel free to let the head release over that front leg. Nice big stretch. Take another inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, begin to bring yourself back up. If you're already on fingertips, great. If you need to bend that front knee a little bit more, go for it. Send the heart forward. On your next breath, can you bring hands right back to hips? Working through that core. And your next inhale, pressing that front foot and lift. Awesome. Bend the front knee. Step to the top and switch. Right foot back. Hug the left hip back, draw the belly in and up. Now same thing here, hands to hips. And remember, the feet are not on one line, so feel free to widen it. Good. Now press into your back foot, soften your shoulders, belly in as you exhale. Take it halfway. And finding that length here. As you pull back, keeping that soft bend just so we're not into the knee joint. Taking one more round of breath here. Now your choice, use a chair, use a couch, maybe hands to mat, and gently fold and release. Taking one more round of breath here. Now bringing your hands back to come on to your fingertips first. I got ahead of myself. Lift up, maybe a soft bend through that front knee, and then as you inhale, hands to hips, shoulders soft, and then continue to lengthen, bringing yourself up, bending through that front knee, and stepping all the way to the top of the mat. Awesome job. Taking those hands to heart. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's go and take ourselves through a vinyasa. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Plant your palms, step or hop, either vinyasa or straight back to your downward facing dog. Inhale to take that lift, shoulders soft. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now just to get a little bit more fire through our core, we're going to take that right knee to the nose 4 times. As you inhale, float right leg. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, back. And 3 more. And back. And 2 more. And back. And 1 more. Pausing at the top, take another inhale. Exhale, tap your foot between your hands. Dropping your back heel. Align heel to big toe. As you inhale, go ahead and windmill right into warrior 2. Pause, just here for a moment. Pressing as you lift that belly up. Now go ahead and extend that front leg. Turn all 10 toes towards the side of your mat. Now same thing like we did before, facing forward, but now we're to the side. Soft bend through the knees, hands to hips. Belly lift, shoulders soft as you exhale. Take it halfway. Now hug the outer hips in. Keep reaching that heart forward, drawing that belly in towards your spine. Pressing evenly through the feet. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, release your head. Feel free, again, a prop, a chair, anything that you need to help support you, go for it. Just here for a moment. Soften the jaw, soften the neck. Now keep those shoulder blades lifted as you inhale. Bring it halfway up. Pause here. Draw that belly up towards your spine. Now again, any block, any little lift that you might need, go for it. I want you to bring it to the center of align with your chest, with your sternum. And then from here, as you keep reaching that heart forward, bring your right hand to your hip. Keep sending the heart towards the side of your mat. As you exhale, rotate that right shoulder up. Maybe right arm all the way up to the sky. Getting that lift to lengthen. Nice. Now that rotation, can you draw the shoulders away from your ears? Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale here. And as you exhale, gently release. Now pause. Come on to your fingertips. Reach the heart forward, soft bend through your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale brings you all the way up. Stand tall. Bend your front knee. Turn the right toes forward. Left toes up. And then go ahead and take that nice deep bend. Now headed into our next round of balance. Belly lifted. Go ahead and extend your right arm out in front of you. Feel free to keep left hand to hip. As you exhale, send that right hand towards the outside of your right foot, towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Now take your gaze down, looking forward for half moon. Send the hand, again, a block, maybe a chair out in front of you, and press through that left heel. Now stack your left shoulder over your right. Soft bend through the right knee as much as you need. Maybe left arm up to the sky. And again, some of my friends might stay here. This is enough. Maybe we're using a prop to balance. Maybe that back foot is still on the mat. Others of us might even bend that top knee, take Chapasana, and a gentle kick into that left hand, opening up that left shoulder a little bit more. 2 more rounds of breath. Not supposed to distract me. Taking 1 more breath here. And as you inhale, gently extend, pressing the heel back. Send that tailbone back. Take 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, gently release that left foot down. Pause. Let the head release. Maybe clasp hands to elbows, a little sway side to side. How did that go? If you happen to stumble out of it, guess what? No worries. It doesn't matter. It's not about getting that pose perfect. It's doing what you can. So finding your breath, settle in, let it go. It's intense. It's not easy. As you inhale, reach the heart forward. If you need a child's pose, take it. Either vinyasa, go for it, or downward facing dog, yogi's choice. And when you're ready, we'll meet back in downward dog. Again, if you need a few more extra breaths here, stay where you are. Take a moment, settle. Let's go and take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. When you're ready, 4 rounds. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, come forward, knee to nose. Inhale back. And 3 more. Inhale back. And 2 more. Inhale back. And 1 more, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Now right away for warrior 2. Back heel drops. Hug the hips underneath you. As you inhale, windmill the right arm back. Left arm forward. Pause. Just here for a moment. Just here to set up. Tailbone reaches down. As you inhale, straighten that front leg. Release your arms. All 10 toes turn towards the right side of your mat. Now feel free to get a little deeper into the shoulders this time. Maybe you interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulder blades together and down. Lift the heart. Soft bend to the knees as you exhale. Let the head release. If this is too much, use a towel behind the hands. You can even bring hands to hips or just release those hands straight down towards the mat. Lengthening through your hamstrings, soften through your jaw, through your neck. 1 more inhale here. As you exhale, gently release your hands down. Pause. Shoulder blades lift. As you inhale, bring yourself halfway. Again, any prop that you need, a chair, a block, a shoe, a water bottle, anything to get your belly to lift, your heart to reach forward. Now right hand down to your mat, left hand to your hip. Keep lengthening as you inhale. Exhale, start with the left shoulder, just a little rotation. Keep sending the heart forward, maybe left arm all the way up towards the sky. Now draw those kneecaps in and up towards the hips. Soften the shoulders away from your ears, and then reach your heart forward. 2 more breaths. 1 more round here. As you exhale, release. Keep the heart lifted. Pause. Send that heart forward, soft bend. And take an inhale. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, all the way up. Left knee, left toes reach forward. Warrior 2, set up. Bend that left knee. Now, our next bounce, belly lifts. Left arm reaches forward, right hand to hip. As you exhale, reach that left hand to the outside of your left pinky toe. Now send that left hand forward. Look at where you're going. So find a point on the floor that you can focus on and then press through that back heel. Stacking your right shoulder over left. Keep your left knee bent for as long as you need. Now as you find that lift, maybe you stay here. Maybe right arm reaches up towards the sky. And if available, feel free. Yogi's choice, you can take that right ankle. Take a little Chapasana, broaden along the collarbones. Softening the shoulder blades down. 2 more breaths. 1 more round here. And gently releasing that top foot. Take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, release your hand. Whew. Releasing your foot. And fold. Now just for fun, we're going to add on a little arm balance here. Drawing those shoulder blades up and away from your ears. Go and take those feet a little bit wider for yogi squat. Now for some of my friends, the heels might start to lift here. That's fine. You can feel free to keep your hands on the mat. If you happen to have a towel, something that you can roll up, put under your heels, I would recommend. Otherwise, the goal is to try to get those heels to plant all the way down onto the mat. Maybe hands to heart. Whew. Now, again, if this is enough, stay here. This next pose might seem absolutely crazy. Nicholas, what is wrong with you? Go where you can. It's not about getting the pose perfect. It's not even about doing it today. Maybe just something you try. Maybe just have fun with. Now it's crow pose. So it's an arm balance, meaning that we want to get our feet to come up off the mat. So you're going to bring those hands forward. Now I want you to press into the fingertips. Even if your feet don't lift, there's a couple things that I want you to think about doing. What's most scary about this pose is that we don't want to fall on our face. That's a great fear to have. I get it. No one wants to fall on their face. How you want to set up for this, though, it's a lot of core. And then you want to keep the heart reaching forward. So rather than, as you come forward, dropping the head, I want you to keep those collarbones broad. Now, so same chaturanga arms, you can take the elbows a little bit to the side. But you want to come as high as you can onto your toes. And I even like to lift my hips up to get my knees as close to my underarms as I can. Now I keep reaching my heart forward. Now, for some of us, maybe this is it. Maybe you're just like, whoo, just shifting that weight forward is scary enough. Try it. Keep that core engaged. Maybe you play with bringing one foot up, Maybe you play with bringing the other foot up. Maybe both feet lift, and you keep pulling that heart forward, taking 2 more rounds of breath here. Playing with it, having fun. If you fall, no worries. Luckily, you're close to the ground. When you're ready, either take it back into vinyasa, up dog, and shift it back. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. Bringing your knees all the way down to the mat. Go and bring your toes together and shift back. Child's pose. Awesome work, yogis. Taking a moment to settle. If you need to sit, take it. As you get length through the spine, shoulder blades soft from the ears. And then on your next inhale, taking your time, bring yourself up onto hands and knees. And just to get a little deeper into those hips, we're gonna step our right foot forward. Now stepping that right foot between the hands, pause. From here, you can even take the foot out a little bit to the side. I'd even recommend turning those toes out just slightly. Now from here, keep sending the heart forward. You can stay on the hands. Some of us might even start to lower down to the forearms. If you have a block and want to use that, you can. Now we've still got a couple little heated back bends that we're gonna make our way into. So yogi's choice. Stay here. If it feels better, just tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, then go for it. Taking just a couple more rounds of breath here. Now, even here, check. If you're just released in that jaw and that neck, can you keep that broadening going? Can you keep that length through the spine? One more inhale. And then gently bring your knee down to the mat, plant your palms, bring yourself up, and we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Simply stepping your right foot back, step your left foot forward. And again, take your time. You can turn the toes out to the side. No pain in the knees. Pausing here, belly lifts. Maybe you stay here on the hands. You can tuck the back toes if available, and you want to lower down onto the forearms, go for it. Keep reaching the heart forward. Now feel that support and lift through the core. One more inhale here. And then exhale, gently release your knee, plant your palms, and then go ahead and step your left foot back, pause. Now we're gonna come all the way onto our belly as you gently lower down, and release. Now taking your hands right next to your hips, setting your heart forward as you inhale, float the arms, float the heart. Now palms are facing down, triceps are wrapping in towards the center of the body, tailbone is reaching back, maybe you add the legs, float those inner thighs up off the mat. Reaching through the toes, send the heart forward. It's not about height. Again, more about length. Think of an arc rather than a lift up. Taking one more round of breath. And then as you exhale, gently release. You can bring hands under head or just let that forehead drop down onto the mat. And then go ahead and interlace your fingers behind your back if available. Otherwise, stay with those hands next to hips. Now this time, as you inhale, can you bring everything up together at the same time? Now I know we're on the lungs, we're pressing on the belly, but can you keep that steady breath? Shoulders away from ears. 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more round. And exhale to release. Now for some of us, that's enough. You can stay here and just chill for a moment. You can even just keep the head down. Either go with hands behind the back, hands reaching out, or bend both knees and begin to reach for the ankles for Dandurasana. Now, if you're holding onto those ankles, don't use the back to lift, use the legs. So, draw the shoulder blades away from your ears. As you inhale, press and kick into your hands to reach the heart forward. And then drawing those shoulders away from your ears, reach your tailbone back. And again, height isn't important. Go where it works for you, but can you keep your breath? 2 more rounds. 1 more round of breath here. And then as you exhale, go ahead and gently release. Feel free to bring your hands underneath your forehead. And even if you didn't take hold of the ankles, that's fine. Feel free to take a little sway side to side. Releasing through the lower back. Now from here, we're gonna come straight onto our back before we stretch out our hips. So we're gonna press back and we're gonna send those feet forward. Now an option to bridge and then a possible option to wheel, because now that we're getting the back nice and warm, heart lifted, you're gonna lower down. Now planting your feet into the mat, all 10 toes reach forward, shoulders soft into the mat. Lifting the heart as you exhale, send the hips up, reaching your tailbone towards your knees, lift your hip bones towards your ribs. Now if this is enough, stay here. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your back, drawing your shoulder blades together. Now, the back of your head is on the mat, your chin is reaching up towards the ceiling. Soften your jaw, soften your face. Engage through the back of your thighs, your hamstrings, try to soften your glutes. Keep lifting through the heart, take one more breath here. And as you exhale, gently release. Now again, for some of us, that's enough. Awesome, stay with that. If you just need to chill and rest for a moment, stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can take it into Urdhva Dhanurasana, taking it all the way up into your wheel pose, bringing those hands right next to your ears. Now the fingertips turn in towards the shoulders, the elbows reach up. Now yes, the arms are going to work, but if you don't use your legs, you will not get up. So, in order to do that, you want to hug those elbows in, but then I press into my feet first, and then I start to engage my arms. I come to the top of my head. My shoulder blades are lifted. Again, if you're just using arms, then it's so much harder to get up. You want to really press into your legs. Either wheel or bridge, or just chill for a moment. Taking a few more rounds of breath, going for when it works for you. If you're still lifted, awesome. Take another round. And on your next exhale, taking your time. If your hips are still lifted, go and bring your hips all the way down towards the mat. Go and bring your knees in towards your chest. Settle here and a gentle rock side to side. And then from here, however you want to come up, you can even rock forward and back a few rounds if that feels good. A gentle side to side. And let's come all the way to seated. Whew. All right, our final stretches here into our hips. I want you to bring your left shin in front and then go and bring your right shin on top. Now again, some of us might feel more comfortable seated up on a pillow, on a blanket, maybe even up on a chair. That is fine. Double pigeon gets pretty intense. Remember, what we don't want to feel pain in though are the knees, so make sure the knees feel okay. As you can even see here, I can't bring my right knee all the way down. My hips are a little tight right now. That's fine. So as long as the knees feel okay, you're good. You should be getting stretched into your hips. Now from here, if this is enough, you stay here. You can sit tall, maybe a little lean if available, and you want to take the heart forward, go for it. Feel free to take a little lean towards the top of your mat. Take another inhale. And exhale. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And then taking your time, bring yourself up. Pause. Now this right shin, it's on top, or even if it's in front, I want you to take it all the way across your left thigh. Pausing here, take hold of your your right knee, hug it in towards your chest. Inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, gently twist. And as you hold that thigh, you might even get a little bit different stretch into the right glute, into the right hamstring. That works too. But also don't forget about the rotation and the softening of the shoulders. Take another inhale. And exhale. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And bring yourself all the way back to center and go and switch sides. Our last seated pose here. Taking the right shin underneath, bring the left shin on top. If that's too much, take it in front, prop yourself up, go with what works. Now no tension through the shoulders, soften. If available, feel free to take those hands forward and gently release and fold. And just our last few moments here together. So again, can you come back into that steady breath? Whatever your goal, whatever your intention is for your practice, coming back to that for a moment. I'm just trying to enjoy the last few moments, maybe of your day. There's kind of this slow moving steadiness. I'm aware we might all be at home too, so we're moving slow in general, but a purposeful, mindful, slow breathing, slow moving. As you inhale, begin to lift. And then last seated thing here, we're gonna take that left ankle all the way across your thigh. Sitting tall, go ahead and take hold of that left knee, hug it in towards your chest. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, rotate. And again, see if you can lift a little bit taller. Exhale, drawing that left shoulder back. 2 more rounds of breath. And your next inhale, take your time. Bringing yourself back to center. Go ahead and bring those feet out in front of you. Finishing it out here in our final pose. Feel free to take hold of those thighs as you gently lower onto your back. Make yourself comfortable. Again, you could prop the body up, propping up the head. You can even cover your face. As you soften onto the mat, gently draw your shoulder blades together just to lift the heart. And then allowing the hands to settle, find stillness. Taking a comfortable inhale here. And a gentle sigh. And allowing your body a moment to surrender into your final pose, Shavasana. And gently begin to deepen your breath. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing movement back to your body. Reaching your arms over your head, take a long stretch through your body. And when you're ready, bend your knees. Taking your time, go ahead and roll to your side, allowing your breath to continue to deepen. And your next exhale, taking your time, press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position. So whatever that is for you. Feel free to cross your shins. And your choice, hands to thighs, hands to heart center. Feeling a nice length through your spine, a softening through your shoulders, a lift through your heart. Grounded into your space. Hopefully a calmer, clearer mind. Let's close with 3 strong breaths. Take a deep inhale. And release. 2 more deep breaths in. And release. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Sealing in your practice, your work, your effort, your focus and dedication to your practice this Friday morning. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. It's been an absolute pleasure. For those of you that joined me, thank you so much. If it's your first time, welcome. Again, my name is Nicholas. I teach Mondays and Fridays. Monday, I'll be back again at 3:30. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Drink lots of water. It's getting warm out there. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. Hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.